After a chaotic and dangerous day at the polls in Wisconsin, there's a growing call for a virus-proof November election.
Thinks that we'll probably be moving to vote by mail.
She wants that provision in the next stimulus bill. This is the scene few want to see again. Wisconsin voters on Tuesday gathering by the thousands to cast their ballots during a deadly global pandemic.
This is just all really frustrating, confusing, let alone being out here without a mask and being afraid to even come in the first place.
With only 5 of 180 Milwaukee polling stations able to open, many Wisconsin voters, including a nurse just off her shift, did not get to the front of the serpentine lines to cast their ballots at all.
Come on! I'm upset. I really am upset. I wish I had did an absentee ballot or something, but I didn't know it was going to be all this chaos.
Now, across the U.S., many Democrats are calling for standardized mail-in balloting so nothing like Wisconsin's election, which critics call irresponsible and undemocratic, ever happens again.
Mail ballots, early balloting, if in fact it turns out in places around the country they decide you can't do in-person voting, this is something we should be planning for now so that if it's needed, we're ready to go in November.
But the move has some high-profile Republican critics, the President of the United States among them.
Mail ballots are a very dangerous thing for this country because they're cheaters.
Trump, who himself voted by mail in Florida last month, added on Twitter, "It doesn't work out well for Republicans." Most Americans want their government to require mail-in balloting in the November 3rd presidential election. With Americans in much of the world confined to their homes, a Reuters Ipsos poll released this week found 79% of Democrats and 65% of Republicans agree with the idea. With a Republican-controlled Senate behind him, the president might succeed in blocking an expansion of mail-in voting. That leaves the potential that if the coronavirus lingers or surges again in November, the chaos of Wisconsin could play out across the U.S. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Chicago.